Hey everyone, thanks for joining me again in another anime figure opening video today. I'm really excited to open today's figure. Today we're going to be opening a new Rem figure that has just been released here in Japan. This box looks beautiful, so let's not waste any time and get straight to opening it. Okay, so here we have this month's Rem figure. Just from looking at the box, this figure looks absolutely beautiful, and I'm really excited to open it up and show you all today what she looks like. Just a few points on the box as well. This figure is by Banpresto. They made some of the recent figures that we have opened, such as the Kirito figure. But as you can see, this time we are opening the Rem figure. Oh, look at that face. So on the side, some of the art looks lovely. The pose that she's pulling looks beautiful too, so we'll see that in more detail later. From behind, a few side pictures. Wow, the photographer must have been really good at these. What else we got? On the top, I love this pattern just for the EXQ logo. It's just fascinating. What does that say? Does that say anything? I don't know. It still looks lovely. Some of the information on the base. What do we have? There are a few warnings. A fair few warnings. Not too sure why. I'm not going to go into too much detail here. It's going to take a long time to translate, so let's ignore that for now. There's a few bits of information for contact here. Like most of these figures, they seem to be only for 15 years and over. As a prize only, yeah, right, you can buy this online, of course. If you look in a few online shops, you will definitely be able to find this, so I wouldn't worry too much about trying to win it. Okay, so I feel like we should jump in and take a more detailed look at today's figure. Let's have a look. Today we're going to be using a knife. I enjoy opening things with this knife. I'm really scared I'm going to cut myself with this one day, so I should really be a little bit more careful. As is the case with all of these figures, it's 3 bits of tape. 1, 2, and 3. There's no flap on this one this time, so that was much easier. Okay, so let's look together at her from inside and see how she looks. God, there's an excessive amount of cardboard here. God, come on. There we go. Oh. Wow, okay. Seeing Rem in this box like this feels like Mad-Eye Moody from Harry Potter when he was trapped inside of that trunk. It feels really claustrophobic and dark in there. Oh, bless you, you poor girl. Well, I'll take you out. Ooh la la. Oh, you look nice. What do we have? Oh, 3 compartments. Oh, not much to assemble this time. Looks like it's pretty simple to set up. Okay, let's organize this a bit more. Okay, so base. The base has, again, not much information on it. There is some writing in here. Sakadokwa, ReZero, Banpresto, made in China, 2018. Yeah, this year. 2 little holes to hold her feet. So she's going to be standing as if she's tiptoeing. Okay, so next, it appears there is some kind of veil. Looking at this picture, I'm guessing this is the back part here, as the figure itself, I think, is already wearing the headdress. This is very pretty. I'd like to show you closer that there's actually a beautiful floral pattern on this plastic veil. Yeah, this is quite stunning, actually. It's nice. The plastic itself feels... Oh, wow, okay. So the plastic is very rubbery. You could bend that quite easily, I think. But it doesn't feel like it's going to snap, so it's pretty malleable. There's also a small little piece that I feel slots into the figure, as you can see here. So this will go nicely into the back of her waist. Beautiful. Okay, and finally the figure herself. This figure looks absolutely stunning. Oh, that looks ugly. But the figure itself looks absolutely wonderful. The figure looks really, really nice. Let's put it together and let's take a nice detailed look at all of these pieces, all as one unit. Okay, well that was a bit of a hassle trying to get the bloody feet onto the stand. Okay, so let's get rid of this really ugly slot bit and put the last piece of plastic in. There we go. Alright. Okay, so here is the Rem figure in her full entirety. So first let's start off by looking at the full figure itself. The figure is standing at 8.1 inches, so the figure is much taller than your average 7-inch figure, which may be difficult if you're trying to put her on the shelf like I have over here, but that's not too much of a problem. As you know, I always like to focus on the face. First off, let's have a talk about her hair. As you can see, the hair is all translucent, which means that it's semi-see-through. This adds a nice layer of detail to the face, and it allows you to see the eye that is usually hidden on most other figures. However, it does leave the slight issue of making it look as though she has a massive forehead. You can see that there's a huge line here where the hair and the face connect, which isn't pretty, but if it's out here, you can barely notice. On top of her head as well, she has some lovely yellow flowers. These stand out very nicely with her blue hair. And she also has this veil on the top of her head. Similar pattern to the piece here. We'll get into more detail of this later. But there's nothing that stands out too much here. It looks very pretty. It's double layered like the other veil here. But as you can see, it's all very rubbery, which isn't a problem, because when it's up on the shelf, I'm not going to be touching it after this. So now that we've finished with the face, let's move to the body. Rem has a very, very good figure apparently, which isn't a bad thing. As you can see, she's wearing gloves, some bikini top or a bra, and she's also wearing some pants. Usually I try to avoid showing the pants in these videos, but the whole point of this is to not have everything on show for this one. She's got a nice, very detailed ribbon here right in the middle of her bra or top. And actually there's a lot of detail on the bra itself. You can see that there's a nice pattern that goes all the way down the strap, and then there's some textured parts here. It makes it look a bit like material, which is nice. She's also wearing a glove on each hand with, again, the same yellow flowers that we have seen on her head. Her hands look like they're nicely detailed. There's a few folds which look pretty. There's a crease on the thumb part of the glove, and I think that's a nice touch because it looks as though the glove has been stitched. Same with this figure here, but this one, all of her fingers are nicely sculpted, so it looks like she's whispering. But as you can see here, she also has a belly button. The belly button is a bit long, I feel, but it still looks quite realistic, so I'm not complaining. One thing I'm very disappointed with is this arm. I don't know what is going on here. It's as though they added this last minute, or this was a difficult part to add. But when you're making these figures, they're usually cast mold figures, so this shouldn't be an issue. The arm itself doesn't move, so what is the point of this? Seriously, what is the point of this? The strap here goes up, the strap here goes up. This arm is absolutely fine. There's no lines here. Why is there a line here? I don't understand. And again, you can't see it too much when it's out far, but when you now know it's there, I can't stop seeing it. That's really upsetting. Meh, anyway. Okay, so now to the pants. Well, these are not actually her pants. If this is a bikini, some wedding style dress bikini, then these are clearly her bikini bottoms. Again, these have the same flowers from her head and from her gloves. It's a nice matching pattern that goes all the way down. But these flowers especially are beautifully sculpted. There is a lot of detail here and everything is nicely textured. Very, very pretty. And this is the same for both sides. I believe they're both the same cast mold, just flipped on its side. But it's nice. It's a good addition. On her pants there is also a small ribbon, not too important. And then on the back we have this plasticky veil. We had a look at this earlier on its own, but now that it's attached at a distance it makes it look very, very pretty. But up close, nah, not too impressed. As you can see as well, she's wearing some kind of stockings. These stockings are not from the anime, I believe. Perhaps they are part of her maid outfit and you don't see them because of her dress. But these also look very beautiful too. They've got some nice detail around the knee, going up to the thigh, some like kind of lace or shoelace kind of bits. Maybe that's to hold it up. How would these stay on, realistically? How would these stay on this body? I don't get it. But these look nice as well. And then when we come down to the feet, again, the feet have some beautiful flowers on them too. And I love the blue that's on these shoes. Absolutely stunning. They stand out a lot. It's very, very nice. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with this. It's a nice figure. My biggest qualms with this figure are the arm here and her head. Other than that, this is a beautiful figure and it's definitely a lovely addition to any collection. I'm not too sure who this Rem is marrying because clearly she's in bridal wear here and it looks as though she's going to be marrying somebody. And that somebody is not going to be Subaru. But overall, it's a beautiful, beautiful figure. Let's just take a quick minute to take a more detailed look at some of these parts. Let's have a quick look. And now comes the challenging part, trying to find somewhere on the shelf to put her. Let's see if we can find somewhere nice for her. Okay, time for a walk. Where are we going to put you? We have way too many figures, so trying to find somewhere for this one is going to be difficult. The last figures we won are here, still standing there. There's no Ram figure yet, so we haven't been able to move our Berserker anywhere. But we do need to find somewhere for our new Rem. Where can we put you? There's a few figures here, there's no space. Down here as well, there is no space. Ooh, we could move the gold amiibo. Nah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, how about up the top here? Let's see if we can fit you nicely up here. Oh wow, she looks very beautiful up there. I think that's a nice place for her. You can see that she's taller than all of the other figures just from looking here. But there you have it, that's the new Rem figure for this month. If you're looking to pick her up, you can probably find her for about 2,000–3,000 yen in the shops here in Japan, and you can probably find her online for about 20–30 bucks. As I say, she looks beautiful, so I definitely recommend picking her up and adding her to the collection. So thanks for tuning in again, and if you are interested in more figure opening videos, feel free to come back. And if there's any figures you want me to pick up, please leave a comment below. I'd love to see what they look like and open them up for you. Okay, so thanks again for coming to today's video. Okay, bye everyone!